Well, howdy there, Internet people. It's Bo again. So, today we are going to talk about relief and relief coming from the air, whether or not it's possible, feasible, what the foreign policy impacts are, so on and so forth. A whole bunch of stuff. And we're going to do this because we got a question about it and because there's some reporting that suggests the Biden administration is considering conducting airdrops to provide relief to Gaza. Okay. Here's the question. I watch you and my boyfriend watches name removed, somebody else on YouTube. Every week, that person says something good is going to happen with Palestine, but there's a video from you explaining why it won't happen, or if it does happen, it's not really going to matter, and then it doesn't happen, or it doesn't really matter. I can't take the ups and downs anymore. Can the U.S. actually airdrop food, and would it matter if they do? And is this something uncommitted organizers could ask for and get? Okay, so if you want to keep this video short, don't want to watch the whole thing, the answer is yes to all of those questions. Can the U.S. do this? Yeah, the U.S. has been able to do this since the 40s. And it's not even really that hard in this particular situation because it's a strip. They could drop supplies, and it wouldn't just be food, but they could drop supplies along the western side, and it'd be relatively safe for everybody involved. Understand, it's not without risk. A lot of bad things can happen on the ground, but in comparison to everything else that's occurring, it doesn't even register on like the risk scale, really. A worst case scenario, like with something going bad once it hits the ground, it would still be beneficial to do it. Like even if you factored that in. The alternative is really bad, so yeah, it could be done, and yes, it would matter as long as it was sustained. Okay. One or two drops would, not that it wouldn't matter, but it wouldn't provide any real solution. If it was a sustained campaign, providing food that way, providing supplies that way, yeah, it absolutely would help. It really would matter. The U.S. could do it. As far as the foreign policy aspects of it, Israel probably would not be happy because it would interfere with the airspace. But they're not going to be so unhappy that they shoot the planes down. I don't see anything that would realistically stop this if the political will was there. As far as the uncommitted organizers, do they have the political capital to ask for this and get it? Yeah, I don't even think this would spend all of their political capital, to be honest. Because this is a smart move across the board. Like, even from a U.S. foreign policy standpoint, the U.S. wants to get that two-state solution rolling again. That's what everything is being angled for. It's going to be really hard to convince a whole lot of people in Gaza that the U.S. has the best of intentions right now. This would help. It wouldn't solve the problem, but it would help. So as far as all of that goes, I don't think it's a matter of is it a good idea to do it? It's more of a why hasn't this already started at this point? When you really start weighing it out, this should have been occurring. So I would hope that it does. And if the order was given like right now, what, 72 hours before it was like started. It wouldn't take long. I'm sure there'll be people in the comments that have that are the type of people that used to do this or currently do this. But I don't think it would be long. It would be hours. It wouldn't be like, oh, it's going to be next week or something like that. I would struggle to find a reason to not do it. The real risk is something happens on the ground. That's it. And given what's already occurring, I think that they would be willing to accept that risk. So I would, if I got a vote in this, yeah, do it. And I would start to wonder why this wasn't already happening, because it does make sense across the board as a good idea. So, and there's no foreign policy reason stopping it. And in defense of the other person on YouTube, they truly believe that providing that hope keeps people engaged. So anyway, it's just a thought. Y'all have a good day.